Welcome to Australia, also known as Land Down Under. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the wild outback, Australia offers unforgettable experience for every traveller. Explore breathtaking natural wonders like the Great Barrier Reef, Uluru and the rainforest. Dive into vibrant cities like Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. Meet friendly locals, cuddle a koala and enjoy world-class beaches, unique wildlife and rich Aboriginal culture. Whether you're planning your next vacation or just dreaming of adventure, this video will inspire you to make Australia your next destination. Unlike other places, Australia is a huge country as well as continent, so you need to be well prepared and plan yourself better because you will have lot to explore and lot to travel around Australia. But don't worry, as I will provide complete details including visa process, geography, where to stay, how to book activities, what kind of activities you need to explore and which cities you need to explore, local travel, domestic transfer, everything I will be covering in this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more amazing travel content. I have explained a detailed budget summary and the visa process at the end of the video, but to start with, let's understand the geography because it is the first step to start your travel. First things first, from India, Australia is very far and you will have to take a transit in between. I believe Singapore is the best option, and once you reach Australia, be clear on which part of Australia you want to visit. For example, you have Western Australia, you have Northern Australia, you have South Australia, you have Queensland and you have New South Wales. In generic, people don't usually prefer Northern Territory because you don't have much, and South Australia as well, but you have an option for Adelaide, but it's not much of a major destination compared to other destinations. And you have Western Australia where Perth is the capital, but again not much of the options. So if you actually see, you must plan for Queensland because it's required, and you also have to plan for New South Wales because Sydney and Melbourne is there. So Brisbane is the place where you can keep as a center because it has options to go to Cairns all the way and also down Sydney. Cairns is a beautiful destination and it has two major attractions which you should visit. One is the Kuranda rainforest and it has options of two ways, one by cable car and another one by railway. And you also go to Coral Sea where you have a Great Barrier Reef, which is a world's famous one. You should try that. Then once you're back, again come back to Brisbane. Brisbane should be your center so that you have options. You have Gold Coast, which is 1 hour from Brisbane, which is a must place to see because you have all the adventure activities and water activities. All the amusement parks are in Gold Coast, so that's a must place. So Brisbane, keep it as center so that you can cover Cairns and Gold Coast. And from Brisbane, you can go back to Sydney by flight, and it's not very nearby as it looks. It's very far, so you have to take a flight journey, which is better. And from Sydney you again have other places, and then go to Melbourne again by flight. You have no options. I mean, train is there but it's very rare, so but flight is the best option. From Melbourne you need to take this route and you have to rent a car and drive. It's one of the world's famous ocean ride. It's called Great Ocean Drive. You can go all the way from Melbourne to, I mean, it's never ending, so you can pick and choose till which place you need to go and then come back. So it's up to you. You can play around and you have multiple options to stop in between. So it's definitely a road to try, and you should have your own vehicle. Instead of taking a day tours, it's better if you drive. It will be a really good option. And the 12 apostles, it's called, you get all these in this direction. And you also have Hobart, which is a separate island, but don't worry much on that. And when you go to Australia, please plan for New Zealand as well because it's not very far from Australia. This is how it looks, the complete Australia map. Usually everything is in the coastal area, in between it's all desert, so you have to plan things like that. Alright, it's time to fly now. We started from Bangalore and via Singapore we reached to Brisbane directly and met our family there. The moment you land, I suggest you buy the local travel card because it is required for your complete local transit across South Queensland. Remember, this card will not work in Cairns, so it is only in the South Queensland. You can get into their website. You can understand what is the go-card about. You can buy and top up. You can manage the go-card. It can even help you transfer between services in different cities. You have multiple options. And good thing is, this card is valid in almost all the transports, including the airport rail, trams, local buses, any ferries. So it's really required. Your local transit can be sorted. So it's very clearly written where and all you can use it. Not just in the Gold Coast or Brisbane, you can also use in some other cities in the South Queensland. After buying go-card, you can take train from Brisbane to Gold Coast, which is the best option. You also have other options like bus and car, but train is the best option. Okay, let's get into activities in Gold Coast. Search for Get Your Guide, get into their website and search for Gold Coast as per your time. There are many activities, but I will tell you two major ones, which is the aquatic city tour and the amusement park combo package. So you can go up, search for the first one, which includes your movie world, sea world and wet and wild. All three are the amusement park. Movie world, you can witness the Warner Bros. Batman, Superman kind of theme. And it's a 5-day pass, so which means you can use as per your comfort each day, or you want to do continuous days. It's up to you. You can play around. And now you have the aquatic city tour. This is a must. You should not miss this because you don't get this everywhere. I'm sure you have seen the bus getting into converted as a boat and which can float on the river. So this journey includes your city tour and also it takes you on the river cruise, which covers multiple attractions in between, and they will get back to your actual source destination. So please do try this activity. Do not miss it. Another must activity is the hot air balloon ride, which I haven't done it, but you can definitely try for it. And rest all are jet ski rides and all, which is really not a big deal. You can do anywhere it is. Now it's time to watch the real experience. Enjoy. Another important thing in Gold Coast is your accommodation, because Gold Coast is all about high-rise buildings and accommodation is one of your best preference. Of course, you have hostels and Airbnbs, but we stayed in Hyatt because my mama is a gold member in casino, so he gets room nights free in the entire year. So we have made use of this opportunity and stayed in the Hyatt, and this is the room tour. It is a 7-star property and very expensive, which will be costing you approximately 70,000 to 80,000 per night. So I don't suggest this option for a solo traveler or even if for a family comprised of 2 or 3 people. It is good if you are a batch of 7-8 people. Now let's understand the budget summary, which is very important. And unlike other countries, Australia is huge and it will not be that easy and less expensive like how you go to Dubai or Malaysia, Singapore. So coming to flight ticket itself, India to Australia, if you plan well in advance, it will cost approximately 80k up and down from any capital city to any capital city in Australia. And visa I have just explained. And visa, it is an online option. It will cost around 15,000 if you go through a partner. Otherwise, you can get it down to 11,500. Accommodation I've just vaguely given 1 lakh because it's all about which destinations you want to go, whether you want to limit yourself to Brisbane and Cairns or you want to go to Sydney or even Melbourne. So it's all about how you want, but max to max I don't think so it will cost beyond 1 lakh. Food as well, it will be 50,000, but again it's a estimate number, not the actual number, so it's up to you. And the activities I have put 2,53,000, which is a must, which includes all the activities in Cairns, Brisbane, Gold Coast and Sydney, Melbourne. So considering all the things, including the rented vehicle and diesel, petrol, everything together, I don't think so it will cost beyond 2,53,000. So, but again, it's an estimate. If you want to buy an Audi and drive Great Ocean Drive, so it will be tough. So that's how it looks, and SIM around 2,000. So overall 5 lakhs is what it will cost for sure for Australia, and it's huge. It's not a small country, so you need to be well clear on that. And charger, it's type I, which is basically 3 pins, but the other pin is grounded. It is having no connectivity. And when it comes to currency, it's Australian dollars. Payment mode, card payments accepted everywhere. Don't worry about the physical cash. Activities, always book in advance. Local transfers, book instantly. You have all the cabs. You can use Ola, Uber and all. And otherwise, you have major cities, you have metro and trams. And you have buses and water taxis in some places. So you can play around. It's not a big deal. When I explain city by city, I will explain you the local transport as well. Thank you. Let's understand the visa process. As usual, go to Atlas from your website. Search for Australia. You can see the guidelines. Directly you can click on the application. Mine is already there, but I'll just show you the start over so that you understand. So whether you're single or married, whatever it is, you can apply for, and then you're a student or a working employee. Unlike the other countries, Australia visa is little critical because you may have to provide a lot of documents, but the getting visa is very easy. So you should have these documents in handy: passport, Aadhaar, your payslips, your income tax statements, bank statements, and the invoice from your company that they have no objection. It's more like a leave letter that you go and come back. So these are required. These are all the step-by-step process. Your photo, you can just click on continue, or you can retake. Similarly, the passport, mine is already there, so I'm just click on continue. Otherwise, you may have to retake. When it comes to Aadhaar, you again need to upload the Aadhaar. You have multiple options. You can do via OTP or directly e-upload, or if you have photo, directly you can do too, which I'm doing it. To upload the files, payslips. Remember, you cannot attach a file which is password protected. It will not take. For example, I've attached the password protected. Just click on continue. It will show an error. So you cannot attach a password protected file. It has to be not protected through password. So you have to attach the actual payslip, 3 months payslip or 6 months. It's better you attach more payslips. Click on continue, and then you need to attach your ITR, Form 16, income tax, everything for the last 3 years, and click on continue. NOC as well you will have to attach, and that's it. It will show you everything. You need to click on continue or verify. If you want co-traveler, you can, otherwise click no. Who is paying? You have to click for pay yourself. If you're getting sponsored, then there's a different process, so don't get into that. Ideally, they have to give all the supporting documents for you that they will take care of your sponsorship, where their payslip, their company, their house details, everything. So it's better to sponsor yourself. And if you want insurance, you do it your own. If you have any reference, you can do it. Otherwise, you can just click on the ignore button. Yeah, 11,500 is the visa cost, but 4,130 is the extra cost which you have to pay through Atlas. If you have money, you can pay it. Otherwise, I have a separate dedicated video how to apply for visa in the immigration website of Australia. So that's where you don't need to pay the extra 4,000. Please watch that separate video.